Lovers never lie, lovers never lie in bed.
With me tonight, we have Grace Garland.
Hi.
Hi. Singer, actress, songwriter. And tonight's the debut
Yes.
of your CD, Lovers Never Lie
In bed.
So tell me, how you feeling about tonight's performance and release?
I am ecstatic about the release. It's a dream come true. I'm nervous, of course, about the performance because anytime you're performing your own material, there's a little switch that goes off in your head that wants to change things in the middle of the song. So, like, oh, this might be a better lyric. So you have to fight that temptation. But I'm excited and looking forward to see what the reaction to the song.
Sure, of course. And you've been performing for years, but this is your debut album.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of acting, commercials, voiceovers, episodic TV, a few films. In fact, one of my films was on the other night. When I woke up in the middle of the night, 30 Years to Life was on. That's kind of cool to wake up on your own movie.
Did you see yourself performing?
Yes, it was like right before my scene, so it was great.
That's great.
Yeah.
That must have been really like in a weird dream state.
Yeah, probably I heard it in my sleep, and,
sure.
And it woke me up. But anyway,
that's cool, that's fun. How'd you choose Lovers Never Lie in Bed as your title track?
A combination of things. I think it picks up my sense of fun because I just sort of enjoy life. And also it speaks to that part of the audience, the female part of the audience that knows that sometimes people will say anything they need to say to secure the deal and keep you there in business, if you get my drift.
Secure the deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a fun title, and it gets a fun. People always react to it. Male and female always go because they say lovers never lie. Everybody goes, yes, they do. And then they see in bed like, oh. Yeah.
Gotta focus on the most honest part.
Yeah.
How'd you decide to take on the task of putting out a CD?
That was mostly because of my songwriting partner and Darren. We met and really clicked as songwriting partners. There was just a freedom and an ease that the first time I met him, in fact, the first song, What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger, I was on my way to meet him because of another project that he needed a singer. And I wrote those lyrics on the train. I do a lot of writing on the train, in the songwriting seat on the train. And so, and something, that voice in your head that says, tell him the lyrics. And the other part's going, no, I don't know him. He might just steal them, and then what? And the voice kept saying, read the lyrics to him. So finally I said to him, this doesn't make any sense at all, but something keeps telling me to read these lyrics to you. So I read the lyrics to him, and he goes, oh my God. And he goes, gets on Pro Tools, pulls up the file, and he had a track that he had never been able to find lyrics for, or to write lyrics for, and it was the perfect match, and that started our songwriting partnership from that day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Actually, which brings me to my next question, which is you've also co-produced 3 of the tracks.
Yes.
Why Not Me, Simple, and
Lovers Never Lie in Bed, yes.
So tell me, why'd you pick these particular songs to put on the album?
It was a combination of things. Some of them are just very sensitive and heartfelt. Some of them speak to the women out there who just need someone to speak for them and say, girl, he ain't the one. or you're not alone, or it's time to just get up and have some fun and don't feel sorry for yourself. Go do your dishes, go do your makeup, get out of the house. And so in looking at the different songs, because we have a catalog of a lot of songs, but in looking at the songs and thinking about how we wanted to put them together, it's like making a meal. You don't throw everything on the plate. You just make it nice and pretty so it's tasty to the musical palate. Ooh, that was good.
That is good.
Darren, you need to remember that for a lyric.
Shark Meat Records.
Yes.
You've recently signed with them.
Yes.
And obviously produced this album. And
yes.
How did that come about?
It was just a meeting of the minds, and because new label, independent label, that they're into the niche artists, and they want to do bigger, better, and something more unique, and that's where I fit in.
Definitely, that's extremely unique. So, Lifebeat, tell me about that.
You volunteer your time to perform for people living with AIDS, at the various facilities in the New York area. And it's one of those things, it's my way of giving back. Everybody has their own thing that they do, and I don't really have any other skills but this. So I give of myself and my song and go in there and create the illusion that it's a nightclub and crawl on the floor and, tell stories and you find out that touch is very important, because while I'm singing, and it is, you realize how important touch becomes when you're ill or you're isolated, and that's what I would really like to just in general tell everyone, and not being funny, but just touch people that you really care about. Just give them a hug, give them a little touch on this cheek.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Which artists have influenced you most
in the universe?
In the universe.
The jazz song stylist, Miss Nancy Wilson, who in her day, she's still alive, sure. And performed with Count Basie and Cannonball Adderley and Ramsey Lewis, and she is the queen as far as I'm concerned, as far as the way that she caresses a lyric and holds the audience in the palm of her hand, and that's all I ever wanted, was to aspire to be like Nancy Wilson. And then there are others that influence you in different ways, like the R&B artist who has a little bit of raunch appeal, Miss Millie Jackson, and some people like that, yeah.
You got to meet her once, right?
Nancy Wilson, yes.
Tell me about that.
Oh man, as much as I'm talking now, I was always telling my friends, when I meet Nancy Wilson, one day I'm gonna meet Nancy Wilson. One day I'm gonna meet Nancy Wilson. When I meet Nancy Wilson, I'm gonna ask her this, and I'm gonna ask her this, and I'm gonna ask her that, and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna this. I met Nancy Wilson, could not speak. I always thought that was a joke when people would say that I could not speak. Tears were running down my face, and thank God, I still had Grace Cam and took a picture. Yes, that's all. I have proof.
Nice.
So yeah.
That's great. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Tell me about your Grace Teeny.
Oh, my Grace Teeny?
Grace Teeny.
Well, always vodka, straight up, 3 olives, never 2, and with a sweet kiss of vermouth, just.
Nice. Can I have one, please?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
We will after this interview.
Excellent. And so Shark Meat Records,
yes.
You can work with them, and they gave you a black iPod.
Yes.
Tell me about
Armando and Darren gave me my black iPod, my sexy black iPod.
Sexy
black iPod.
And I saw, on your website, you also have, you play the tunes on the sexy black iPod.
Yeah.
So what are you listening to?
Oh, when I'm not listening to Lovers Never Lie.
When you're not listening to yourself. What are you listening to these days?
Okay, Kanye West.
Okay.
India Ari.
Nice.
Kanye West, India Ari.
Anything you're listening to in the bubble bath today?
Well. I could tell you, but.
Fair enough, I'll find out later. What do you think about on stage?
When I'm on stage?
Yeah. Do you focus on something in particular?
I just focus on having a good time and feeding off of the audience. I watch people. People watch actually from the stage, because it's an interesting thing. Quite frequently people think that you can't see them once you pick up a microphone, and you can't hear them, that you go deaf and blind when you pick up a microphone. So you sort of watch people and listen, and so I try to be in touch with that and their energy and little conversations that are going on. So look out when you're in front of me on my stage.
So you're obviously into comedy. Do you also heckle the crowd?
No, but I will definitely include them if it's appropriate. Now, for tonight's performance, because you are videotaping, I'll probably be on good behavior.
No.
Yeah.
No. What are you trying to bring to your fans? I mean, out of all this, with the debut album and all your performances and all these years of performing, and what are you truly trying to represent with yourself and leave as a legacy, but also share?
I would like to be remembered for writing the classic song, for being a performer that years from now somebody is saying, oh, you know who I saw when I was, and she was so good, not like those people now, she was an entertainer, you know. And I would love that someone comes up to me and says, I named my child after you because I just loved your music, or something like that, because these songs, you know, all of my songs are my children, and they're all special and unique, and I would love for them to just live on and do great things and make someone happy.